Yeah. Let's do it. If you know you got favor on your life, sing this.
Good morning, Dr. J.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, everybody. You're listening and watching Morning Coffee with the Word. I'm Dr. J.
And I'm the president.
How's everybody doing this morning?
Good morning, Nikki. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Powerhouse Mobile Wash. That's my son, my baby boy.
Powerhouse. Yes. Good morning. Dr. J.
Yes. I know.
Cold.
It's cold.
It's cold.
It's stupid cold.
That's how we're feeling right now, Nikki.
It's cold. Other than it being cold, Nikki, I feel well. I feel good. I'm just cold. It's cold. Well, it's not cold in my house, but just looking outside, it's cold.
Dr. J,
if you all saw those who those who follow me on Facebook, and if you saw, hi, Miss Phillips, Reverend Phillips. I do mind the cold, Nikki. I mind it with a passion. I hate it with I mind. But if those of you who follow me on Facebook, and if you saw the picture that I posted this morning from my patio, and it just behooved me that in the pond, there are about 50 or 60 geese, and they're sitting like it's 195 degrees outside. I'm like, are they frozen in the water or what? I mean, the picture is beautiful, but oh my God, they're just sitting there and they're flapping their wings and all of that. I'm like, oh, that is crazy.
So what are they doing? Are they sunbathing, Dr. J?
They just flapping their wings in the water. They just sitting there. Do they not get cold? Obviously not. Because they floating around like little swans and all of that.
Maybe I need feathers on me then, because I'm cold.
Ain't enough feathers in the world.
I'm cold.
And they flapping their wings. So I know when they flapping their wings, it's even colder because it's pushing the air around. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Dr. J just morning gazing at the geese. while
Because
she's
I
in
don't
the house.
understand. I don't understand. Oh, Gary, let me take time out to wish my oldest, my Shiro, my
Yes.
daughter, Gary call her Big T.
Big T.
Her name is Shantia. Happy birthday.
Birthday.
It's my
Happy.
oldest, my only daughter. Her 42nd birthday. I love that girl. I love both my kids. They're both amazing. Corey keep me laughing. Both of them keep me laughing because they're both funny. Both of my kids are funny. So, but today is her birthday. So, thank you, Nikki. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. Big T is the big 4-2 today. So
4-2.
I thank God for her. She has been a blessing to those that she touched. She's been a blessing to her dad and I. She's funny, she's smart, she's raw. She's gonna tell you like it is, and if you don't like it, you shouldn't have asked her.
There it is. With no
That's
icing on the cake.
with the icing on the cake, and then say, so do you still want to go out to dinner?
Yep.
That is her. So yeah. So
Well,
today
happy
is her special
birthday.
day.
Happy
Yep. Happy
birthday.
birthday, Tia. Happy
So,
birthday.
how was your week, Dr. J?
You know what? My week was okay. It was pretty good. I didn't have a whole lot of babies the whole week, so that was pretty good. I had to do some training, and I was supposed to have 20 for the entire year, and I've already done surpassed that. So I'm done with my training for the year. Um, it was good. So I went to the doctor last week and I got the shingles vaccine and the flu vaccine. So what I'm learning is with me, when I get these vaccines, I don't get like everybody else they get sick or whatever. But it makes me extremely, extremely tired. So I to um went and had the shot, went early in the morning before I went to work, ended up having to leave work about 3:30, I think, on Friday. And I came home, ate a little something, and I shut the house down. What I mean by shutting the house down is close the blinds, lock up, because I'm not going back out. I went to sleep about 5:30, I think, woke up at 11:30, went back to sleep, and did not wake up until 7 or 8 o'clock, I think it was, Saturday morning.
Oh, wow. But hold on, Dr. J, because his presence is here. Good morning, Bishop.
Hey, good
My
morning,
pops.
Bishop.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We wanted to make sure we get that. And there goes the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wife,
Good
Lady
morning, Miss
C.
Sierra.
Lady C. But I
Yeah.
didn't want to interrupt you. But I wanted to get those good mornings out, Dr. J.
Oh, yeah.
But
The bishop is in the house. So I
yes,
love that. Love
yes,
the bishop is in the house. So
yes. But well, Dr. J, I'm so happy and glad to see that you can open up the blinds and
yes.
enjoy the geese and walk around the house and not be so tired from the vaccines.
Yeah. Yeah. So just
I don't
trying
know
to
how y'all do those needles. I just keep praying for y'all.
well, I
I don't
do it
know.
like this. Um I don't care for love you too, Bishop. Um I don't like needles, but I do what has to be done. And I do what needs to be done so that Linda can be okay.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
I recognize that I'm getting older and that I have more years ahead of me than I do behind me. So I have to make sure that I do what I have to do. So making a big fuss about some needles, like, come on, let's get this done. And Gary, I mean, if you can get tattoos, being stuck with a
No,
needle.
this is totally different.
No,
I've
it's
had people.
not.
Yeah, it is. Mm-mm.
No.
Yes.
But to me, it's not. Oh,
I've
hey, Jeremiah is here too. Hey,
Jeremiah,
Jeremiah.
one of the kids are on.
Hmm.
Yes.
Sierra, so Lady
Jeremiah.
C said that um, I'm here too.
And
Oh,
I'm so
Jeremiah.
excited today.
Okay.
My baby son gets to start work today, Dr. J. He is getting
Yeah.
ready to go to work. He is getting ready to go to Chuck E. Cheese. And it's crazy is because that was his favorite place
When he was
as a
growing up,
baby, as a
she said,
toddler.
I
That's
hate shots, but can handle
see,
tattoos.
I am the same way, Nikki. I don't. Mm-mm.
You know what? I can too. I mean, but I mean, they just sticking you and
Mm-mm.
that's it. Whereas with the
Can't imagine it.
tattoos, they're outlining with the needles and they're coloring with the needles. So I figure if you can get a tattoo, you can get a shot.
Oh no, the shot goes inside of you. It goes underneath the skin. It goes through several layers of the skin.
Gary,
You can feel it is touching your bone. Oh no, I'm
it
done.
is not touching your bone.
No, Lord, no. Mm-mm. So I'm good. They need to
No.
make well, they do have them, but they just don't use them um outside of the military, but they have air shots. So basically in the military, when we go to boot camp, you line up in formation and they have these guns, Dr. J.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gun. And you just walk down this line and everybody they shoot you on both sides. So you walk down the line and they shoot with it forces it. It's air and it just goes through you. You just keep going.
They're really needles.
Four
Y'all just
like
don't
four or
know.
five times. Well, if it is a needle, you don't feel it. So they need to start using that. And then I might go get some shots and everything else. But you know me and needles are not gonna nope. Nope.
Bishop, I don't understand. You can get scraped with 50 needles to have your tattoo colored, but you can't get one needle just shot in your arm and move on. That
And
makes
it's
no sense to me.
and crazy story. And I wish my mom was on here because she'll tell you. My second year of the computer guy, I got very, 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 very sick. Now, anybody that knows me, I don't go to the hospital. I don't go to the hospital unless I'm on the floor and that is the last resort. So I call my mom. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to just go ahead. I'm ready to die because I can't. I got to go to the hospital. And she said, what? Yeah, I got to go to the hospital. I can't move. I'm crawling. I can't even open up my eyes because everything just hurts. So get to the hospital. They're going through all the, you know how they check your blood pressure and all that,
Mm-hmm.
ask you all these questions. And then they asked me one last question, and it was like, have you gotten sick yet? And I was like, what do you mean by sick? They're like, have you vomited? I said, no, but I'm getting ready to. And that was the end of it. Next thing you know, Dr. J, I look up, everybody runs out the room. Where everybody go? They snatch my mom, everybody leaves. They come back in here, they come back in the room, Dr. J, with mask on and all Dr. J, you thought I was an alien. Like they was suited and booted, like everything on, masked up, face coverings and gowns and everything. They was like, well, you show all the signs of meningitis. I'm like, I don't know what that is. What is that? So they're telling me what meningitis is and explaining. They was like, well, we need to do some tests on you to do to test you for meningitis. I said, okay, what does that consist of? It was like, well, we got to do a spinal tap. Oh, I said, oh no. You know what? What if I don't do the spinal tap? They was like, you can get very, very sick, and then you could ultimately die.
That.
I was like, well, just wheel me up to hospice, call my kids. I
You
am
know
ready to
what?
go home to glory. And that's what I told him. Asked my mama. I said, wheel me up to hospice, call my kids. I will say my goodbyes, and I'm ready to go home to glory. Because y'all ain't doing no spinal tap. None. Zero. Zilch. So then my mama started in on me. She wanted to slap me around. I'm like, look, I'm sick. And I'm just, no. There's no spinal, nothing. So Dr. J, after about 2, maybe 3 hours, I finally give in. And I was like, whatever. And no. So after 3 hours, I give in, Dr. J, and we attempt, Dr. J. We attempted. And the reason why I say attempt, Dr. J, they start the spinal tap. I promise you, I think the whole hospital thought somebody was being murdered. They got, as soon as that needle touched my spine, oh my goodness, Jesus. I still think about it to this day, Dr. J.
Gary, it
Oh
is
my
not
Lord.
that bad.
So
I had an epidural, and
y'all women are strong.
It wasn't bad at all. Do you have tattoos, Gary?
Yes, I have plenty of them.
Okay, are they colored?
Yes.
Any of them colored in?
Yes.
Okay, so have you seen how many needles it is for them to color?
Correct, but they only scraping the top of the skin, and I could take that.
That makes no sense to me.
Nope. Y'all don't be laughing at me. Big T, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Nope.
Tia said, Lord.
Don't y'all don't
Bishop said, I don't understand either. Really, I don't understand how you cannot take a shot, but yet you can get tattooed. I don't understand that. And you know what, Sierra? Sierra said none of it bothers me. It doesn't bother me, especially and taking out the tattoos, because the tattoos is a choice. But to get shots, if it's going to make, see, I don't like pain. That's why I don't have any more children than I do. Because anything hurt that bad, you shouldn't have. That's just the way I feel. You should not. You should not. So I do what you need to do to stop the pain. And if that means that I have to take a hot second shot, shoot me so you can stop the pain.
But hold on, Dr. J, but hold on. Here's the crazy
Gary,
part.
Tia said you so dramatic.
No, I don't do shot. Listen, so once they was like, nope, we can't do this. So they
because
left.
You have to be still.
Right, you had to be still. So they left and they come back. They was like, well, Mr. Smith, we have another option. Now, Dr. J, now get this. Now, this is several hours later. They was like, well, we could put you to sleep and do it through the CAT scan. I think it was a CAT scan. We could put you to sleep, put you in the CAT scan, and then we can do it that way. Why didn't y'all tell me this like 7 hours ago? I'm going to night land. Yeah, I go sleep. Go night.
Bishop said he was literally typing that myself. He's so dramatic.
But y'all just don't know.
You know what? I get it because my brother, Bishop Harrison, everybody who knows him knows that my brother is he's 6'3", and at the time he may have been 350, almost 400 pounds. So he's always been a big guy. And when he had to go to the hospital, and I said, all they're going to do is give you a shot, whatever, and then everything will be okay. They got ready to shoot him. Now, you know how big my brother is. He kicked one nurse so hard, and she fell. I looked at him. I said, if you kick somebody else, I said, I'm going to beat you. I said, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. That's what I told him. He was like, she going to give me a shot. I said, she gave you a shot already.
Even when I go get y'all don't know, like when I go get my blood drawn, like a lot of people could just walk in there, get their blood drawn, do their, when they want to test you for stuff. It takes them about 2.5 hours to try to get blood out of me.
Gary.
Nope.
It is not that serious.
You're a lie. The devil is a lie.
It is not that serious.
So But yeah, y'all can laugh
Yeah.
at me all you
So
want.
my brother, like I said, Bishop Harrison, he's like that, and it ended up being a good thing. He's diabetic, and the doctor told him that if he came in one more time and his levels were off, that they were going to have to put him on insulin. That big Nick Wright, he started eating right. He started losing weight. He went to the doctor. The doctor was like, "Oh my God, your numbers are." He's still on the pills now, but because he didn't want to take a shot. And I said, first of all, the needle is so thin that he wouldn't feel it. You're a big guy. You got a lot of fat. It's not going. Nope.
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 See, with Bishop, he's big, but with Gary, he's skinny.
Gary.
I feel everything. Nope.
So you plan on getting none of the vaccines that they say, like when you get older, because
Dude,
like
what?
the shingles vaccine.
No.
Yeah, I hate that word, Bishop. So that's why I say Nick Wright. I hate
No.
the N word. So I call him Nick Wright.
Dr. J, there ain't no shingles, there ain't no COVID, there ain't no
Flu, none of
flu,
that.
there ain't no.
Well, I'm definitely gonna keep you in prayer and ask God that He keep you, because
I told
from what I was so afraid hearing about just having the shingles, that I was like, look, what I got to do? I'm past the age of what I should have had it.
when it comes to sickness and vaccines, when the Bible says trust in the Lord with all thy heart, I'm trusting you, Father. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I tell y'all what, if you're gonna give me a shot to make the pain stop, shoot me. Okay. Shoot me.
And that last time I got sick with COVID last year, Dr. J,
Mm-hmm.
you guys see her, it was down to the final hour that I was like, okay, I gotta go to the hospital. I can't take it. Yeah. So, and then they stuck a needle in me, and I was like, oh my Lord, here we go. They was like, now, Mr. Smith, you keep collapsing your what you call them, the veins.
Your veins.
You gotta stay calm. And then they talking about putting a needle in. They was going to try to go in between my finger or my toes or something.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh no. I don't need no. I check out, go home. Nope.
It is not that critical.
Sierra be laughing at me. Lady C just be laughing at me.
And you know what? If I were your wife, I would have. I would be so mad. I would be so mad.
She gets mad at me. She does,
because it's not that serious.
You should have seen the dental appointment. Dr. J, I've canceled every dentist appointment. I've never went back. Nope.
Well, I can't blame you about that. I'm deathly afraid of the dentist. I'm so bad with the dentist.
Schedules and I cancels.
I am so bad with the dentist. I went to go have a tooth pull, and I got so worked up that they told me, if you do not calm down, we cannot take this tooth out, because my blood pressure shot up extremely high.
Well, look, Big T says, woo, I will be so upset. I will leave you right there. Hey, Tia.
And Big she would.
But Big T, you are talking to somebody that's not afraid of dying. I go home to glory before nope, just send me home. Lord, call me.
You know what? And God would look at you, and Bishop, he would say, Nick Wright, look, you came here for what?
Not for no needle.
If you gonna trust me, you gonna trust me.
Oh,
so you didn't trust me. You didn't trust me to take care of you. You didn't trust me to have those people to do what they are supposed to do. The dentist is the devil. But tooth pain is the worst on earth. So I go, Bishop, I went, but I'm telling you, I get so worked up, and it's not that I'm screaming or I'm fighting or anything. It's just that if I have anxiety, I guess that's when I get it, because I start like, okay, talking to myself and trying to calm myself down. And the doctor told me, he said, "What's the matter?" I said, "I'm just deathly afraid of the dentist." He said, he said, "My blood pressure shot up so high." He said, "We're going to have to not do this." He said, "Because I'm afraid that if we keep doing whatever we're going to do to you, that you just might have a stroke." And I'm like, "No, please, please, please. My the tooth hurts so bad. It hurt. I was starting to cry. It hurt because it was really hurting." And the young lady and the nurse said, "Let me talk to her a minute." So she held my hand and she had a very calming voice and she talked to me and she started asking me what made me happy and what I liked. My blood pressure came down and I saw her motion for the doctor. And he looked at the thing because my blood pressure had come down. And he said, "Okay, Miss Linda, we're gonna we're gonna get ready to give you a shot." And I said, "Okay." He could see when he did it again, my blood pressure was going up. He was like, "Calm down." The girl just kept talking to me. Long as she talked to me and kept me focused, I was okay.
But see, Dr. J, this is
I
the
told him
thing.
to take them all out. Come back. Seriously, Christ, dentures.
He's being serious too. He's being serious. That last time he went to the dentist, oh my Lord, he said he did tell them to take them all out. He sure did. Bishop told them to take them all out.
Good morning. Oh, Gary, let's stick a pin in it. On here is my ride or die, my friend. I love her, Vanessa Lopez. Vanessa lives in Jacksonville, Florida. And I love her dearly. Right now, she's going through going through something. And I need everybody to keep her lifted in prayer and trust and believe that everything is going to be okay. It's going to work out for her good. Thank you so much, V, for listening. I love her to death.
You know what? You know, it just dropped in my spirit. You know what? Miss Vanessa, I think tomorrow is going to be a big blessing for you. Let me go ahead and put this out there because I don't want you to miss this, because there's like 6 outstanding preachers that's getting ready to preach on something that I don't even want to give you the topic, but just know there's the flyer right there. Join us tomorrow. I know that you're in Florida, but Devotion Ministries for sure, Shout Sundays. It's going to be every 5th Sunday at 2 p.m. But there's a topic that we're preaching about tomorrow that's getting ready to. It's just going to set the atmosphere on fire. You can find Devotion Ministries on Facebook. Just go to Facebook and search for Devotion Ministries and like it. We will go live at 2 p.m. And Dr. J will be preaching. Myself, I will be preaching. There's some other preachers that will be preaching. But I believe tomorrow. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say, Dr. J. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Look, Bishop said somebody going to have to love my sloppy mouth and all teeth. I know. I am. I know. I need to go now. I need to go to the dentist now, and I'm just afraid. I'm just afraid. I'm just afraid. I am. So,
well, Dr. J. Well, they don't tell you these secrets. So I did find a dentist that will knock you out. They'll put you to sleep. So that'll probably be the dentist I'll be going to.
See, I don't want to be.
I'm not taking no needle, and then if I can't take a needle on the outside of my skin, what really think I could take a needle in my mouth? I will bite you so hard. I promise you. So I did find a dentist that will put you to sleep, do what they have to do, wake you up. I have no problem going to sleep, Dr. J. If y'all, let me, I've had so many surgeries in my life. When you get put under that world, that la la land that you go into the first the first stage before it really hits you and really knocks you out, and you try to fight yourself to stay awake. Bishop. I knew he was going to do this.
Come on, Bishop.
Oh,
come on, Bishop.
Pops, come on now. But no, it's. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how.
I don't like pain. I really and truly don't. Do what you have to do to get you through it. And if it means that you have to give me a shot, I'm okay. I don't like it, but now with the dentist, runs my blood pressure off the charts.
I don't know.
And then when they do it, when I really think about it, it really does not hurt as bad as you think that it would.
And then, Dr. J, let's not even talk about the dentist. Let's talk about the eye people. What them eye people called?
Optometrists?
Right. And they be shooting you in your eye if you got cataract. They be shooting your eye with the cataract. And if you got cataract,
you don't even have cataracts. What are you talking about?
No, I said for older people. I don't know how they do it, Dr. J. I don't know. Yep, that's the thing.
Yeah, ophthalmologist.
That's it right there. Thank you, Lady C. How do I don't even know how older people do it. I don't know. No sticking no needle in my eyeball, and I'm awake. I'm
They're
looking
not
at
gonna
you.
stick your eye with no needle.
Yes, they do, Dr. J. I'm gonna bring on my grandma. My grandma will tell you.
Gary.
Mm-hmm. No. I'm good, Dr. J.
Oh. You're gonna be blind, crippling crazy.
Oh, yes. Thank God for 2020. Yes. And here comes Lady C with a smart remark. I know she's typing it right now. But no, I am good. I am so good.
No, well.
So
Nikki Caldwell said he's already crazy, though. So he'll just be blind and crippled, huh?
I can't do it, Nikki.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Look, poor Gary. Lord have mercy. I'm telling you. I am telling you.
I'm good. But I mean, when you think about it, and I got to go spiritual, that's a part of trusting God. He has given man and woman, and when I say man, I mean women as well, the knowledge to do what needs to be done for us to be well, for us to be happy. He's given them the knowledge. He's given them the gift in their hands and their minds that they'll be able to do surgeries and different things to help people who are sick. So now, if God has taken the time to give them the gifts, help them to perfect the gifts he's given them through education, and then you pray before you go to the doctor, then you're putting your trust in him. What you're saying is, God, I trust that you chose the right person to give them the gifts that they need for them to be educated more to help the ailments or whatever that I have going on. So God, you lead me to whom you need me to go to. So you're going to trust them.
Hold on, Dr. J. But I got a question. You prayed, but we don't know if that doctor prayed. We don't even know if that doctor believes.
So I got to sit down. You know what? It does not matter.
I need you. We got to be on one accord. We have to be on one accord. I'm not getting ready to go to a doctor.
You are on one accord. When you pray, and when you say your wife is praying, and say you call me and I pray, and you call Bishop, we're all on one accord. And my prayer is that I'm asking God for you to lead and guide the hands that's going to operate or do whatever needs to be done on Gary. We're coming together. The Bible said, well, 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he will be in the midst. So if it's you praying because you already scared, then it's your wife, then it's me, then it's your mama, it's your grandmama, it's Bishop,
I
it's
need that doctor to be
kid.
praying. I need the doctor to be praying.
And what if he does not believe in the one that you're praying to?
Oh, I'm walking right out that hospital.
How do you know, though?
I'm
How
going
do
to
you
ask
know?
him. I've asked Dr. J. Believe me, when
Okay.
I walk into the hospital and they talking about poking me, cutting me, this is just like this vaccine for this virus.
Okay, so you said that, do you ask them if they believe in God? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't even ask it. Because I trust the God that I serve, that he's going to put me in the path of people that I need to help me. So I may that when I know I have to go and have something done that I'm not comfortable with, I'm already praying. And my prayer is, God, lead me to the doctor that I need to go to that's going to help me and not hurt me. So when I go and see this doctor, I've already prayed and I'm believing and trusting God that he's leading me to whom I need to go to. Now, he may not even believe in God. He may believe in Allah. He may believe in Buddha. He may believe in Confucius. He may believe in everybody. He may believe in Tupac. But the God that I serve and the people that I'm surrounded with that are like mind and believe in the same God that I believe in, I'm covered. So whether my doctor believe in God or not, whether I ask or not, the people that I've surrounded myself with, I believe that our prayers will supersede anything who he say that he's serving. And if it's not the same God that I'm serving, that's just my belief. So if I have to go and have something done, and that slipped my mind for me to ask who he served or if he believed, he may even get offended that I ask him. Now I done offended you. You may be serving Buddha. No, If you don't believe, it's okay, because the God that I serve supersedes everything that you may believe. And the people that I've surrounded myself with, when I call you, Gary, and say, Gary, I need you to pray. When I text Bishop and say, hey, Bishop, just keep me lifted up in prayer. They don't need to know what it is. You all don't need to know what it is. All you need to know is that I ask for prayer. So your prayer should be, God, whatever it is she's facing, good, bad, or indifferent, God, I need you to meet her at every point of her need. I need you to open doors that need to be opened. Closed doors need to be closed. Put her in the path of people who are going to help her, not hurt her.
But see here, Dr. J, let's talk about this. So there's situations and you can pray, and let's just say, I'm not even going to even say what it is. Just you pray about it. And then when the Lord speaks, you do what you have to do. But then something in us still tries to go back to that person to confirm something that the Lord already said. So basically, I'm just confirming what the Lord told me. I need to make sure that you're a believer. So it's just like you go out, and let's say that you're buying a brand new car. You buy a brand new car. You prayed about it. God told you to go to here. You go there. You don't ask them if they're a believer, but you still ask questions. You know, how many miles are on the car? What's wrong with the car? That's what I'm saying.
But even
that's
in that,
when I go to the doctor, especially
but even in that, if you go to him, that's just like when I first came down here. I went to a church, and I went to a church. I thought that was the church I was supposed to be at. I set up a meeting with the pastor. I met with the pastor. I told him while I was there why I was there. I was relocating, and I, enjoyed his services. I'd been a couple times. I told him. He asked me what were some of my gifts. What did I do? I told him that I was a minister. I told him that I had already been licensed as a minister or whatever, this and that and the other. I told him what I had done in ministry. I cared all of my everything that I had. He told me, I don't ordain women. And I said, why? He said, because then if you're ordained, that means that you can pastor. And I said, okay. He said, and I don't believe in women pastors. He said, how do you feel about that? And this is the answer to your question, Gary. This is what I said to him. I said, if this is where God placed me, I'm just stupid enough to believe that the God I serve will change your mind. And when you know anything, you will be ordaining me. He sat back and he said, you think so? I looked at him and I said, I know so. So that put me in the position where I didn't like the church. So I didn't like the whole setup of the church. So that's why I didn't go. It wasn't that I didn't go because he said that he would not ordain me. I just told him that I had enough trust in the God that I served, that even if he didn't want to ordain me, that God would change his mind and change his heart. And if that's the one who was supposed to ordain me, he would have ordained me. So whether you believe in God or not, I have enough belief and enough to stand on God's word. And I'm in the company of like-minded people because the enemy is everywhere.
Correct.
And God could be putting me in the place to see how I was going to trust him.
Look,
okay.
But that's what I'm saying, Dr. J. That's the reason why I go to the hospital last minute. Come on, Father. Because I know you are the God of healing. And that's how, Dr. J.
I did tell him, Bishop, I'm just stupid enough to believe.
You know me. You know me, Dr. J. That my faith is stupid. Stupid. But
drop the mic, yeah.
I'm still, if I gotta go to that, nope. I'm telling you, I'm just this is me. Yeah. This is me and the Lord. And if the God told me I could move a mountain, I'm gonna move the mountain.
And if he told you that you're gonna take the shot, you're gonna take the shot.
No, I'm not getting no vaccine. No.
I'm not even talking about the vaccine, Gary.
No, I'm not even talking about, I'm just talking about shots, period. Flu shot.
So shingles. If God came down here right now and said, Gary, I know you need to have this shot. I need you to take this shot. You wouldn't take it.
After prayer, and that's what God said, I have to take it because that's what the Lord told me. But the Lord didn't tell me that. I promise you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying, it ends up being in the end for me. And Bishop, you're on here. If I'm wrong, please tell me, because I don't want anything to go out and I'm being wrong, especially when it comes to the word of God and it means saving somebody's soul. So my thing is with that is that, do I really trust God? Listen to what I'm saying. Do I really trust God? Because if he's put people in my path that can help me, and I still say no, Am I really trusting God? Am I really putting all my trust in God that he said, God, I trust you to do whatever needs to be done? Are
So,
we really
so
trusting
let's
him?
talk. Let's talk about faith.
No, I'm not. No, I'm talking
Let's
about
go to
trust
let's,
right
we got
now.
to go to faith
But
because
but I'm
but
talking
faith,
about trust. Yes, they
right?
intertwine. But I'm talking about, are you trusting God? Because if you trust God, you already have faith in God.
But how much faith do you have?
The
That's what I'm
Bible
saying.
says every man is given a measure of faith. A measure. We don't know what that measure is. The Bible also says that if we have the faith the size of a mustard seed, we've all seen what a mustard seed. So it doesn't matter what the faith is. As long as you have faith, you're going to trust it. Because you have to have faith to trust it.
So this is the reason. This is so good. I'm glad we're on this subject because this is how can I put this? Let's talk about miracle signs and wonders. Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all, about the baby in the background.
Well, baby, I ain't even heard no baby.
You don't hear?
No.
Yes, sir. Bishop said he'll talk about it. Kara, good morning. I am praying for you, baby girl. I need you to call me. Get my number from your mama or somebody. I need to talk to you.
Huh?
Kara.
Oh, okay.
So, man, Dr. J, and that's the reason, the power that the Lord gives us on miracle signs and wonders, and just seeing that you can lay hands, that you can heal, that you can just, with the power of the Lord, wipe away pain. You can wipe away sickness in their body. You can wipe away things that the doctor can't heal. I mean, that's just me, Dr. J. That's just me.
I get it.
I'm not one of the ones that will. And Sierra tell you, Sierra is the hospital, the doctor, craziest person ever in the world. And I believe in the power of the oil. I believe in the power of the blood. That's just me. I'm just me talking. I'm talking about I will pray over the oil and the oil and the oil and the power and the power. And I just keep praying and praying that the Lord, as soon as the minute that this oil hits this person, whatever they're going through, whatever pain, if they need surgery, if they have a hip pain, and that's the God that's what God gave it me. That the laying on the hands, that's me. And I believe I know some of us, if I got sick, and the last time I got sick, I sat there in my bathroom, because everybody knows the bathroom's my prayer closet, and I cried and I cried and I said, Father, I can't take this no more. I cannot take this pain no more. And the night of my wedding, everybody knows I got sick. That following Thursday, we was going. I told Lady C, if I cannot break this fever, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. That Friday morning, everybody went to work. The Spirit told me if I can make it to the front porch and get get some fresh air, that everything's going to be okay. I crawled to my front porch, pajamas and all. I sat there in the sun, soaked it up. Saturday morning, felt like I was not sick. Everything was gone. So, yes, does God put people in place? Yes. But I believe that if you call upon his name, whatever you ask for, and especially if, you know, if you believe and you believe he's going to do it, if you believe he's going to heal you, if you believe that he will wipe away diabetes, if you believe that he will wipe away cancer, if you believe that he will wipe away hip pain, I believe. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not so quick to jump on medication. The strongest medicine I ever took in my entire life has been Tylenol and ibuprofen. My entire life.
Okay. I get it. I get it. Let's see what Nikki says. Then if you but I just got your number from my mom, so thank you. I can help if needed. Oh, okay. It says, then if you have trust in the Lord, then why does he throw you things that sometimes it's hard to handle? Because that's a part of life. God reigns on the just as well as the unjust. And sometimes God will put situations in us to get something out of us. Maybe he's trying to, I'm talking with the young lady right now. And one of the things that she's going through, she's very, very impatient. And what she's having to go through, it's nothing that's going to be resolved overnight. Sometimes God will put you where you need to be to teach you how to have patience, to teach you how to trust and depend and to believe on him. A lot of times we get in our own way because we think it's I, but it's not. It's God. And so he give us things to show us that we have to depend and put our dependency all on him. Because in the end, he's going to get the glory. So he may throw some things at you that you think you can't handle. But you have to look at it. It wasn't fatal, nor was it final. How do I know that? Because you're still here. You're able to ask a question. God does things that we don't understand. Why does God gives us things and then takes them away?
My first question is, did God really give it to you? Because some things that you believe that God gave it to you, and it's not really even God, it was the enemy. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. J, I don't believe God's going to ever give you anything that he'll take away. God will never give you anything. So that question is, was it the enemy that gave it to you because it looked good, or if it, whatever the situation is?
And we have to look at it. You know, I use Nikki, I don't know how long you've been on, how long you've known Gary, or even if you know me, but I also do counseling. And one of my favorite subjects to counsel is people on grief. And I'll use me. I'm not going to use anybody else. When you have a loved one who's sick and you go and you pray sincerely to God, God, heal my mother, heal my father, heal my child, heal my brother, my sister, whatever, heal my loved one. Let me back up. My brother, who I was just talking about, Bishop Harrison, he contracted COVID and he was pretty bad. And I already talked about that, told you that he was overweight, he's diabetic, some other things were going on. So he had everything against him that really should have taken him out and was trying to take him out. And my prayer to God was, God, please heal my brother on this side. I had to be specific, on this side, because me saying, God, I need you to heal my brother. I need you to make his breathing correct. I need you to heal his lungs. God could say, okay, my will and God's will are two different things. So when I asked God to heal my brother and to heal him on this side, I was specific. Any other time, it's healing him. And God could have healed him on the other side. Because the Bible says that when we die, we're shell. And we're going to a place where there's no more sickness. There's no more trouble. So yes, he answered my prayer. Had my brother died, he took him home to glory. His heart is well. His weight is well. His breathing is well. He has no more sickness. So God did what I would have asked. He healed him. The only thing is that I wasn't specific enough to say heal him on this side. If it be your will. Because I understand that God's will and my will is not the same. So if he had taken him on to glory, I could not have seen it, or somebody who doesn't have a relationship with God or understand the will of God was, I prayed and God took my brother anyway. But he did what you asked him to do. You asked him to heal your brother. You asked him to take care of your brother, and he did that. So I had to be specific in my asking of God. And God, if it be your will, can you heal him on this side? So we have to be careful, and we have to understand God does what we ask. He may not do it in the timing that we want it done, but he's always on time. Did I answer your question? Who was that? Nikki?
We're going to, Dr. J, with your permission, because I, I'm very cautious of people's time. If we could tackle this one, this question, before we go off the air. I know it's 11 o'clock, and I know you have things that you got to get done. But if we could tackle this one, Dr. J, but if God never intends to hurt us, then why does he take our loved ones away?
Who said that God took them? God allows things to happen. And a lot of times when things happen, it's not all the time I had to learn that my mother's death had nothing to do with her. My mother died 56 years old, young, she had some issues health-wise going on. But my mother's death was not about her. God sometimes will do things to get your attention. But because we're not seeing it that way, seeing it on the spiritual side, that's why if you listen to what I said earlier in our conversation when we started talking about Gary and getting the shots, I said I have to get spiritual. Because I had to look at the spiritual side of it. So the spiritual side for me, when my mother died, it had nothing to do with my mother. It had everything to do with me. God had to get my attention because of some things, the plan that he had for my life. And this is just my belief. And Bishop, if I'm saying it wrong or I'm not giving it right, please, please stop me, pull my coattail. But this is the way I felt. So looking at it spiritually, God knew that my mother was my best friend. And God being a jealous God, I would go to my mother before I would go to God. I'm just going to be honest. And I knew who God was. But my mother was right there. My mother was tangible. And I said that to her. My mother told me, Linda, you need to go to God and talk to God. And I said, but Mama, I need to talk to you. I need something tangible. I need something or somebody that I can touch. She said, you can touch God. You can call God and he'll hear you. You can feel him. So in that, I put all my trust in my mother and not God. God being a jealous God. Did he kill my mother? No. God did not. But he allowed my mother to die. If you go to the story of Job, when the enemy was going around to and fro of the land, God said to the enemy, have you tried my servant Job? The enemy says no, because you have a hedge of protection around him. God said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You can touch him, but you can't touch his soul. God allowed that, but in him allowing that, God was still in control. And the same with me. God allowed my mother to die, but he was still in control because I thought that I was not going to be able to make it. I was suicidal. I had contemplated suicide. But God, still being God and being a healer, I'm still here. So he allows things to happen. And a lot of things that happen sometimes is to get our attention. And in my case, I believe it was to get my attention because God had a calling on my life. I remember when I was 18 and I ran and I ran and I ran and I gave excuses. But God knew that that a time was coming that he was going to need me to minister to people. He needed me to be in place. So he allowed me to go through this situation. He allowed me to go to this isolated place. He allowed me to be alone, that I would have nobody to depend on but him. I couldn't call on mama. And yes, I still have my daddy, but it was my mama. So now here I am, all alone, so I feel. I don't have my mama. Don't want to talk to my daddy because I don't think he's going to understand because it's my mama. So it's just me and God. I have nobody to depend on now but God. And God, if I'm going to get through it, you're going to have to bring me through it. Took my vision off my mother and put it on God, because now I know the one person that I needed and that I wanted was her. She's no longer here. But I'm stupid enough to believe that God is going to hear me when I say, God, I can't do this. I can't do this by myself. What is it that you need? And had he not allowed my mother to die, I would not have answered my call to the ministry. I would not have answered my call to preach. I would not have answered the call to minister and counsel people. I would not have done it. So sometimes God allows things to happen to us to get out of us what he's put into us. Does that make sense to you, Nikki?
Yes, ma'am. It's been a good meeting. It's been a good show today. I thank each and every one of you all Hold on. I understand now. Thank you so much. I really needed to hear that, Dr. J. How can I reach out to you off this? Give me 1 second. I'm getting ready to post it right now. Andy, where is my banner? If you would like to reach Dr. J or myself, you can email us at MCWAW at elevatelife.tv, MCWAW at elevatelife.tv. Let me make a note. I'm going to get us, there is a telephone number for the ministry. I will get that posted once I get the automated system set up. So then you can just call Dr. J and they'll just go to Dr. J by pressing 1, 2, or 3, you know, all them good technology things. But I will get that set up this week sometime, or I'm sorry, next week. So then we'll have a hotline that you guys can
Miss
call
Hart
too.
is MCWAW at Elevate Life, FYTE.TV. Elevate, ELEVATELYFE.TV.
And I'm getting ready to put it in. I'm getting ready to put it in the comments field so you guys can have it. Again, thank you, Dr. J, for being here with us. I don't want to forget tomorrow, 2 p.m. There's the website that you can join us. 2 p.m. Devotion Ministries presents Shout Sundays. All the associate ministers and elders and leaders will be preaching tomorrow at 2 p.m. If you are, let me remove the banner just in case you need the address. You can go to 8455 Castlewood Drive, Suite C, right here in Indianapolis, 46250. Or if you're out of state, or if you would like to watch us online, just go to www.facebook.com/317devotion. You're welcome, Andy. I just put in the comments too.
Yeah. And Gary, they also can reach me via my personal Facebook page.
Right. We'll put all that information in the comments so you can reach Dr. J. But Dr. J, has been a nice show. I thank you. I love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Be careful. Stay warm.
I am. I will.
If you could pray us out.
Father God, it's once again we come to you thanking you and praising you, oh God, for who you are. Now, God, I thank you for the word, oh God, the conversation that went forth on today, God. I pray that someone was helped by that word. I pray, oh God, that they didn't hear me or Gary, but they heard you through us, oh God, in the name of Jesus. Now, God, as we go on through our routine of the day, I ask that you would watch over us, protect us, that you would lead us and guide us in the way that you would have us to go, oh God. We thank you right now. Yes. I ask, oh God, that you would protect us as only you can. And God, will be so careful to give your name the glory, the honor, and the praise. It's in your son, Jesus' name that I pray. Amen. You're listening and watching Morning Coffee with the Word. I'm Dr. J.
And I am the president. We'll see everybody next Saturday, Lord's will, right here on Morning Coffee with the Word, 10 a.m. Eastern. Please share. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Just go to elevatelife.tv. Bye-bye. I love you.
Bye-bye. I love you.
See ya.